Today we are going to learn about the magnetic potentials, and we already know that magnetostatics is analogous to electrostatics. So in electrostatics we will have a quantity which is called electric potential and which is represented with V. We know that voltage V is the electric potential, which is electrostatic quantity. In the same way, in magnetostatics also, we have to have the potential. We have to have the potential that we are going to see now. And in electrostatics, we know that the potential is V, which is nothing but voltage difference, and we have a formula which is a scalar quantity. V is a scalar quantity. So, quantity, and we know that what is the relation between potential and electric field intensity in electrostatics. Just I will remind you, E bar is equal to minus del V, where this is a vector quantity where V is a scalar. By operating with the del, it will give the vector quantity. So this is the relation between potential, electric potential and electric field intensity in electrostatics. Analogous to this, we will have a potential which is called magnetic scalar potential, which is denoted as Vm, which is the magnetic scalar potential. And in addition to this, we will have another magnetic potential which is called the magnetic vector potential, So, totally in magnetic fields, we will have two potentials. One is scalar potential, which is represented with Vm. The subscript M represents that this is the magnetic potential, and A bar, which is the vector potential. So, in magnetic fields, we will have two potentials which are called as scalar potential and vector potential. So, now what are they? To identify these potentials, what we have to do? We have to use two curl identities. So, what are these curl identities? And we didn't have curl in our syllabus, so we didn't have that topic, but these curl identities, two curl identities are useful to derive or to know about the characteristics of this vector potential and scalar potential and vector potential of magnetic field. So we make use of two identities of curl. One is del cross del V is equal to 0. This is one identity. And the next one is del cross A bar is equal to 0. I think this is not that value, but it is a del dot. This is del dot. So del dot del cross A bar equal to 0. This is the second identity. So we make use of these two identities to know more about the scalar potential and vector potential. Now, to identify this magnetic scalar potential Vm, we make use of first identity. Here, scalar potential Vm. To identify this, we make use of this del cross del Vm is equal to 0. Del cross del Vm is equal to 0. So we know, already we know one identity, that del dot is equal to 0, and this analogous to this equation we can write magnetic field intensity H bar is equal to minus del Vm. This is nothing but magnetostatics formula. So analogous to this electric field intensity E bar is equal to minus del V, we can write magnetic field intensity H bar is equal to minus del Vm. So we can write this, and by using this formula, what is del Vm is going to be? Del Vm is going to be del cross of minus H bar. Can you write this? Yes, we can write this, and this will give 0. And we know that minus will make no difference if the right hand side is 0. So we can conclude that del cross H bar equal to 0. So this is the equation we got solving this. But actually this is nothing but curl of magnetic field intensity. This is nothing but curl of magnetic field intensity. Curl of a vector అని చెప్తాం అన్నమాట. Curl of a vector. Del cross some vector is nothing but curl of that vector. Suppose we have del cross vector B bar అనుకో, దాన్ని ఏమని చెప్తాము? Curl of B bar అని చెప్తాం. Curl of B bar. In the same way, curl of magnetic field intensity is not this formula. Curl of magnetic field intensity is another formula, which is a current density. This is the actual formula. This is the actual formula. But what we got here? Del cross H bar equal to 0. So to identify the scalar potential of magnetic field, we should have this equation, del cross H bar equal to 0. And what does it mean? It means that here the current density Z bar will be 0. That means this is nothing but a curl, but with the current density Z bar as 0. So what we can conclude finally? That this scalar potential Vm can occur only with the source free fields. Source free fields means it is not having any source, any voltage source kani, current source kani, a source le. If source is not there, the current density will be 0. So we can define this scalar magnetic potential only for the source free regions. That is the thing we can conclude by using this identity. And we know that so del cross H bar equal to 0, which represents the scalar magnetic potential, So now we know that E bar is equal to minus del V in electrostatics. Now what is voltage? So voltage along a line A comma B must be equal to minus integral of E bar dot dl bar. So this dl bar represents that it is a line integral. So here in the same way we can have magnetic scalar potential Vm from A to B is equal to minus A to B h bar dot dl bar along a specified path. Along a specified path. That means if you take a path or line, so along that line magnetic vector potential is nothing but from A to B, integral from A to B h bar d dot dl bar. So this is about the vector scalar magnetic potential. And now to find the vector magnetic potential, which is represented with A bar, whose unit is A bar with Weber per meter. Its unit is, A bar unit is Weber per meter, which is a vector magnetic potential, which is represented with A bar. So, to identify it or to know more about this, what we are going to use? We are going to use the identity del dot del cross A bar is equal to 0, where A bar is the vector magnetic potential. So we know that in the previous class we learned that del dot B bar is equal to 0, which is one of the Maxwell's equations. So del dot B bar is equal to 0. By comparing these two, we can understand that del cross A bar must be equal to B bar. So del cross A bar can be represented with B bar. Del cross A bar is equal to B bar. So now, what is this A bar? A bar is the vector magnetic potential, and the curl of the vector A bar is equal to magnetic flux density. What we can say? The curl of vector A bar. I am saying that del cross is nothing but a curl. Del cross A bar, that is curl of A bar, is equal to B bar, where B bar is the magnetic flux density. And we know that formula del cross H bar is equal to Z bar. We know this. So what is this H bar? H bar can be written as B bar by mu naught. So J bar. So H bar can be written as B bar by mu naught, because we know that B bar is equal to mu naught H bar. B bar is equal to mu naught H bar. So del cross B bar by mu naught is equal to J bar. So del cross B bar is equal to mu naught into J bar. Mu naught into J bar. Again we will come here. Del cross B bar is equal to mu naught J bar. So instead of B bar, what we can write? Del cross A bar. So del cross A bar is equal to mu naught J bar. We can write like this, mu naught J bar. So what is this? This is nothing but cross multiplication or cross multiplication of three vectors. It is nothing but cross multiplication of three vectors. So cross multiplication are vector product of three vectors. Vector product of three vector cross product. This can be nothing but first this quantity B bar into A bar dot C bar minus next quantity C bar into A bar dot B bar. So by using this identity we can write this. What is this? The center one is del and the first and last del dot A bar, we can write like this, and next one minus the second one is A bar and the first two del dot del. So this is nothing but your mu naught J bar. So it can be written as del of del dot A bar minus del square A bar is equal to mu naught J bar, which is the formula. By knowing the vector magnetic potential, we can find the current density of a magnetic field. So this is nothing but the explanation about the vector magnetic potential. So I conclude this topic with this. So I will revise it that in magnetic fields we will have two vectors. So two potentials. In magnetic field we will have two potentials, whereas in electric field we will have only one potential, which is a scalar quantity. But in magnetic fields we will have two potentials. One is the scalar potential, the other is the vector potential. Scalar potential is Vm and vector potential is represented with A bar, which is having a unit of Weber per meter. So scalar potential Vm is identified with a curl identity del cross del Vm is equal to 0. And vector magnetic potential is identified with a curl identity del dot del cross A bar is equal to 0. So with this we will conclude magnetic potentials.